G'day, Jason the Middle-Aged Gear Junkie here. About a month ago I put out a video called How to Create a Light Gain Solo Tone. And in that video I promised that I would also do a medium gain solo tone, so here we go. For this video I'm going to be using my Fender Telecaster on the bridge pickup. Now the Telecaster bridge pickup is a bit hotter than my Stratocaster bridge pickup, and it's not as bright and as twangy as the Strat either. I'm after a precise tone, but I'm not really after a really growly humbucker tone. So the Telecaster is a nice medium between the two. The pedals that I'm going to use, once again, they're going to be pretty expensive, but I am going to demonstrate again at the end of this video how to get a similar type tone using much cheaper pedals. I'm after a fairly precise tone for this song because the guitar is going to take over from the vocals doing some melodic parts as well as a solo. So it's got to be able to sit roughly where the vocals sit in the mix, meaning it's going to have a fair bit of mid-range. The track itself doesn't actually have a name at this point because I haven't written the lyrics for it yet. So when I do finish this track, I will put it up online and I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to hear it in its entirety. Here's my clean tone. I'm on the bridge pickup of my Telecaster, running through my pedal board with everything on bypass into my Fender Deluxe Reverb. Now, like the last video, I'm going to start off by showing you my rhythm tone. So I'm going to flip up to the neck pickup. Now, my drive tone for this particular rhythm track is fairly mellow. It's not a heavy distortion at all. I'm actually using the Archer just for a bit of overdrive. And the only other thing that I have on is reverbs. It's a little bit dry without it. So I'm using a plate reverb because they tend to have a bit of a brightness to them. I didn't want a spring reverb because I didn't want it to be all sort of squishy and springy. I just want it sort of to be a bit reflective, and plate reverb's great for that. Now my solo tone. So I'm going to switch to the bridge pickup for the solo. Now I need more gain. That's not going to be enough for the type of solo that I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the Zen Drive, and the Zen Drive is going to provide most of my gain. I'll just turn the Archer off so you can hear the Zen Drive on its own. Now it's a great pedal for single note lines because it's got really, really nice mid-range. But I'm also going to leave the Archer on when I kick on this pedal because the Archer has a bit of a notch around 1K, and that's going to give the Zen Drive even more bite and a little bit more saturation as well. And that's a pretty good solo tone already. It's just not quite there for me. I just want a little bit more atmosphere, and you've probably already guessed I'm going to put a bit of delay in this. I'm just going to use a digital delay for this tone because I'm not really trying to add any more character to my tone. So I really want the delay to be more noticeable when I hold a note or bend a note rather than just in my general playing. So it's going to be there sort of in the background. Yeah, and as I said, when I stop playing, that's when you really sort of notice it the most. Just to demonstrate how important I think the Archer is to this tone, I'm going to do a bit of a phrase without it, and then I'll kick it back on. So let's hear it in the song. As promised, I'm going to try and replicate that tone using cheaper pedals. I've got the little Mosky Golden Horsey here in place of the Soul Food or / Klon style pedal. I've got the Echo Park and the digital reverb, which I used in my last video to do the reverb and delay. I've set the delay to a digital setting and I've set the reverb to a plate setting, just like with my previous tone. I don't have a cheaper Zendrive style pedal. There are ones on the market. Joyo make one called the Tai Chi and Mua make one called the Rumble Drive. Seeing as I didn't have either of those pedals, I've got the relatively inexpensive GV2 here. The reason I've chosen this one is because it's got a 3-band EQ. So the important thing is the mid-range. So I've turned the mid-range up almost all the way and I've turned the treble down so that you get this kind of sound. It's not quite the same as the Zendrive, but it's got that sort of large mid-range there. If I put in the Klon with that, it adds that honkiness and just gives it a bit more bite. With delay and reverb, it's similar. It's not quite as good, in my opinion, as the original version I did. Well, that's why you pay all that money for those pedals. But in a pinch, that would be a decent lead tone. So if you got something out of this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Remember, you can join the Middle Aged Gear Junkie Facebook page by clicking on the link in the description. Other than that, my name is Jason, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.